Picture this, 1920s Russia. The Bolsheviks, they just won a revolution. They're in charge now. But guess what? Not everyone is thrilled. Lots of people, we're talking former Tsarists, disgruntled citizens, they want the Bolsheviks out. These anti-Bolshevik groups, they were real. They hated the communists. And they wanted to fight back. Seemed like a golden opportunity for the newly formed Soviet secret police, the Cheka. They saw a chance to crush their enemies. But how do you fight an enemy you can't see? An enemy that operates in the shadows. That's where Operation Trust comes in. This wasn't just a plan, it was a masterpiece of deception, a symphony of trickery orchestrated by the Soviet secret police. Imagine this. The Soviets, they create a fake anti-Bolshevik organization. They call it Monarchist Union of Central Russia. Catchy, right? But here's the twist. It was as real as a unicorn wearing a tutu. This fake organization, it was a phantom, a figment of the Cheka's imagination, but it was a convincing phantom. They gave it a backstory, created fake documents, even planted fake news stories like Q today. They needed to make it look real enough to fool real anti-Bolsheviks, real enough to lure them in, real enough to destroy them. Now, what's the point of all this trickery? The Soviets, they weren't just messing around. They had goals, big goals. Operation Trust was about more than just catching a few rogue anti-Bolsheviks. They wanted to identify everyone involved in anti-Soviet activities. They wanted to neutralize these groups, render them powerless, and they wanted to use these groups to feed misinformation to foreign intelligence agencies. It was a bold plan, a risky plan, but if it worked, it would be a massive victory for the Soviets. So how did they pull it off? The Soviets, they were masters of deception. They used double agents, people who pretended to be anti-Bolsheviks but were actually working for the Cheka. Like Q today, these double agents, they infiltrated real anti-Bolshevik groups. They gained their trust, and then they slowly, subtly started to manipulate them from the inside. They fed them false information. Like Q drops today, they led them into traps. They turned them against each other. It was a slow, deliberate process, like watching a spider web slowly ensnare its prey. There are many parallels between Operation Trust and the Q movement. Both seem to be government operations against their own people.